Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Darth Slone, your official partnered content creator for Expansive Worlds. The point of this video is we're going to actually focus on something that Jaxie said in a tackle box stream where our populations follow us, and I've been testing that. And so I'm just going to talk through some of the things that I have found, and then I'm going to get your all's feedback in the comments and your experiences. And me and Dad's have been testing that theory. Do they follow us, along with a few other things? We know that our population is our own. That's 100%. Nobody else can scare your fish off. We've known that for a while. But before we go any further, guys, please do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, notify bell. Smash it, like it, notify it. And I will fish with you guys. That's why you hit that sub. I fish with the community. I interact with the community. We have competitions every stream, unless we're committed to like Tackle Tuesday or something like that, or I'm doing a special collab with somebody. But even then, we try to open it up to where we can play with our community. So anyway, guys, that's why you want to hit that sub button. Also, all the guides that I have out there for you, and subscribing is absolutely free over here on YouTube. Okay, enough of that. Let's hop on to this. I was talking to Dad's earlier today, and I just kind of said, you know what? We could test this really easy if our populations really do follow us. You know, and he was like, well, how can we do that? And, you know, one of my favorite things is to come here to the grass carp pond on South Africa for many different reasons. You see this pole that I'm using right now. I'm leveling that, I think, the gold monkey pole. So I have 27-pound braided. That's why this fish looks like a monster. I think it's actually a gold, but I think it's one of the biggest golds you can actually catch without being a diamond. You'll see that here in a second, but it's a 4/0 hook. That is a guaranteed diamond. You see there, 49.87 pounds. Can you believe that's not a diamond? I mean, it has to be right at 50 pounds as they go down. But anyway, guys, I said the way we can test this is we can catch a bunch of silvers, you know, whatever, bronzes, whatever, just catch a bunch of fish, and you know pretty much when you see a diamond. I mean, sometimes it's close, like this one I thought was a diamond, but all we can do is when they come over and we think they're a diamond, cut the line, have a pole, like I keep the Power Nexus on me, throw it out there with the 4/0 on it. That way we know if it bites that, it's a diamond, right? So if it comes over to nibble that 4/0, it's a diamond. So that was what I told Dads. I said, let's do this until we get, you know, a fish to come over to that 4/0. And then let's just leave the map. Leave the map and go and join another map. And I'll tell you what Dad's did and his experience with that as well. But if our population follows us, then that diamond will be there, especially if you're fishing in a pond like this. You know, if it's in a big lake, of course, it could be on the other side of a lake, and it might just not be near you. But I said, this is a good pond to test that theory in. You know, we can always throw those bait balls out there, and after 5 or 6 bait balls, you should have it attracted over, especially in this little area here. I've tested those things. I went and stood over there where you see the 3 wooden platforms over there. I fished on that side. I caught a diamond, stayed there for a while, maybe an hour fishing. I said, well, let's walk back over here where I'm currently standing, throw some bait balls out and see what happened. After a couple of bait balls, this is always my go-to spot where I'm standing right now. After a couple of bait balls, nothing was coming. And I was like, what in the world? I've never stood here. And then I started seeing them coming at me from the direction of the wooden platform I was standing on over there. So what we do is we pull all the fish to one spot. And they explained recently the reason that they put that in, and we didn't know it at the time, is next week we're going to get Anglerversary, and they, Feather Reaper, congrats on the diamond spotted bass there, or smallmouth bass. So they've explained that they put this bait system in because rod holders are coming into the game and all that. So you could potentially bait for this fish over here, lay a rod, come over here, bait for a different fish, you know, and cast out, and then you're watching that pole. I imagine it's how it's going to work. So that's, you know, everything's kind of put in phases. But anyway, I said, we should be able to bait that diamond to come back. And Dad's had caused a diamond. Dad's a Psychos, who I'm referring to. He's in the stream a lot. Very knowledgeable about the game. Him and R. Lewis right there neck and neck in the Angler of the Year standings right now. Blaine the Pain. You know, we have got some people over here know what they're talking about. You know, I put their diamond catches up. Blaine has over 150 diamond Wells catfish alone. Okay, so when Darth says he has a theory, you might want to listen to my theories. I mean, there's naysayers out there, but I don't just whip this stuff up. I've got some stuff to back it up. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the angler. Believe me, don't believe me, that's on you. But Dad's had worked up a diamond grass carp. We know this because he threw a 4/0 cheese out there, and that grass carp come over and started nibbling. So he cut the line. He said, I'm going to test it right now, Darth. So he left. So anyway, Dad's wasn't sure what time of day. He chose daytime. Put him in at noon. He was still getting the good temperatures, still catching fish. Well, actually still seeing fish, but he wasn't catching any because he was using that 4/0. He never could get the diamond to come over. So we were like, okay, maybe it has to be a multiplayer server. So I was like, you know, we were actually doing a grass carp competition at the time. So I said, why don't you just join back on me and we'll see if that diamond shows up. Maybe it has to be on my map that you just left, because this is the map that you got that diamond to show up on. So join back on me. If the diamond's there, then that's going to tell us that it definitely does not follow you from multiplayer to a private map. Maybe it has to be, you know, on multiplayer. So he joined back on me, never could get the diamond to show up. So we are leaning toward it at least will not follow you to an offline server, that it must be an online server, and probably doesn't even follow you then because he joined me back and the diamond that he had worked up swimming around here was nowhere to be seen. He could not get it to bite. What does that mean? You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Now, I am leaning more toward the model right now, just based on all the testing that I have done. I am leaning more toward the model or the mechanics of the Hunter Classic. Each time you join the map, a whole new population of fish spawn. Now that's the way I'm leaning, is it's fresh fish every map that you join. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Other things I've noticed, especially fishing here, I'll absolutely slay them. I mean, this is what you all have seen, my Atlantic salmon versus grass carp. This is where you want to come and make your money, level your poles. This grass carp pond is on fire. Catching them, just boom, 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 throwing it 11 feet out. Quick casting, just boom, 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 one fish after another. I don't know how many diamonds I've caught here doing this and how much money I've made. This is the money maker right here. Atlantic salmon is a close second to it. There's a nice gold right there, 47 pounds. They will stop biting for a little while, and instead of leaving the map and finding a new server, if I like my time of day and stuff, my temperatures I'm getting, I'll just fast travel somewhere and then fast travel back. And a lot of times, like I've got my Jeep parked here, so I'll fast travel, go top my baits off, you know, buy my bait balls, load back up, fast travel back to my Jeep, come back here, and they're usually biting again, is normally the way that works. Now, sometimes maybe they're still slow, and what I'll do is I'll just go fish somewhere else. I'll say, okay, let's go up here and fish for spotted bass for a few minutes, and then come back, and then boom, you're a good solid hour or two slaying the grass carp again. So spots do dry up. So what's going on there? I think that maybe there's a delayed spawn system in this game. I catch this fish. Maybe this fish doesn't get immediately put back in, or it's respawn either bigger or smaller. Maybe it doesn't get put back in for 10 minutes real time or 5 minutes real time or something. There's a little delay and you can fish a spot up. Maybe that was put into the game to keep us moving around a little bit, like so you don't stay in one spot too long or whatever. That's one theory, that you can fish a spot up and so you need to go somewhere else and then come back. And it just kind of resets your population when you fast travel back or whatever. So that's a theory. you know, is multiplayer servers the same as your offline servers? I don't know. I kind of think that every time you enter a map, whether it be offline, online, it's a whole fresh new population just because we can't get that diamond that we know was in there to come back. So that kind of disproves that your population follows you no matter where you're at. That's what I think. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. We don't know. You know, you don't know. I'm also kind of glad that we don't know. I don't want to know exactly how it works. I just like to find patterns and things that work good, but I kind of like not knowing. But I also want to be fishing as efficiently as possible. I don't want to go fish in places that I know I'm not going to catch fish. Okay. So that's another issue. I don't want to go fish somewhere where I know you cannot catch a diamond. I want to always have that chance at a diamond no matter where I'm fishing. That's why you don't see me going to the dam on Golden Ridge and fishing for musky diamonds there, because you're going to catch golds all day long, but you're not going to catch a diamond because that spot has been popular for them for a long time. But I won't go fish there because it's not possible to catch a diamond there. I only fish diamond locations. Sometimes I'll go try to find a new diamond location, but you know, that's different. But anyway, another theory. Way of the Hunter has this system. I know it's a hunting game, but they have this system that's pretty popular over there where the animals actually age and they actually get bigger, or they start getting smaller and die, you know, but they have a lifespan. Does that happen over here? And the reason we bring that up is Dad's noticed that there was this one fish that looked big enough to be a diamond grass carp. And he had that 4-aught on, and it would come over like it was going to bite, then change its mind and go back, and kept going and coming back. And I was like, you know, I almost wonder if these fish grow. Like, do they get bigger over time? Is that thing almost diamond size and it's almost big enough to bite that hook? And that's why it keeps like it's going to go and then changes its mind and comes back, because it's almost big enough, and maybe they grow. That's a theory and a possibility as well. And we're just talking about this. You all let me know in the comments what your theories are. It's completely okay. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just spitballing here. Another theory we talked about, and I've talked to some other creators about. Do fish get put on your map or spawn in at certain times? Like, let's say your fish has 1,000, let's say your map has 1,000 fish spread across it. It's way more than that probably. But let's just say there's 1,000 fish on your map. You spawn in and there's only 500 of the 1,000 on your map. Every 5 minutes, a new fish gets added onto your map. And it's based on where you're fishing at, you know. It keeps putting every few minutes a new fish spawns on your map. So if you stay there long enough, that would explain why some people throw a diamond hook on and they sit there in a lake for 2 hours and they're doing homework or whatever, and there's no diamond, and then finally a diamond spawns and they catch a diamond. It's either that or that diamond's been just swimming around and it finally swam close enough to your bait to be attracted to it, and then it come and bit. One of those two things is going on. I tried my best to get it to bite a 4-aught hook and it wouldn't. I said, okay, I'm going to drop to a 3-aught just to see what happens. I did. It and a couple other golds come over and started fighting for it. And it bit. The bigger one bit, luckily, and it was a diamond. So here's what I wondered then, and I want you guys to let me know this in the comments. What's the smallest diamond grass carp any of you have caught on a 4-aught hook? Because here's what I'm wondering. That was a 56 pounder and it would not bite that 4-aught cheese. Does it take a 60-pound grass carp to bite a 4-aught cheese? Is that what we're seeing here? Is 3-aught/4-aught a diamond hook? Because you can get bigger golds that bite the 3-aught and smaller diamonds bite the 3-aught. And it has to be a certain size diamond to bite that 4-aught. Is that the way it works? Who knows? I love thinking about these things, and I love experimenting and testing these things out, guys. Let me know in the comments what your experiences are. And we don't have to agree on any of this stuff because I'm probably dead wrong on a lot of it, but I sure like talking about it. I think it's intriguing and love the fishing, guys. Love the top 5. Love your feedback. You know what? I've been having a blast with these competitions. I fish with my community and we set competitions up. And if you don't get a join in on the first one, we try to get you in the next one or the one after that. So come on over, guys. Drop a sub, free. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything. Drop a sub. I'll fish with you. Hit that notify bell. That way you're notified when I'm live or when I put a video out. Guys, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments about what you think about my crazy ideas here. Keep it civil. They're just ideas. I promise we can disagree on things and still be friends. Okay. We don't have to base, oh, you don't agree with everything I said, so I can't be your friend. Let's not be like that. Let's welcome new ideas and things. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. My name is Darth Slone. We will catch you in the next video.